Hi, I want to welcome you to this edition of the Market Update for Chittenden County. My name is Bill Desatel, the owner of RE/MAX North Professionals, and perhaps you know me as the condo guy. So as you all know, last week was Thanksgiving week, which traditionally is a slow week in real estate, and that was true again this year. We had 5 new condominiums come on the market, which brings the total right now in Chittenden County to 253 active condominiums currently for sale in Chittenden County. And then also last week we did have 5 properties go pending, so 5 folks stepped up to the plate and put down a deposit on different condominiums throughout Chittenden County. And we only had a couple of closings last week, which is unusual, but again it was Thanksgiving time, so that's pretty typical of the holiday season. We see a little bit of a slowdown, but nothing too dramatic except during the critical weeks such as Thanksgiving and the upcoming Christmas week as well. So I want to talk to you about dispel one of the things that you may have seen on the internet or in the publications such as the Wall Street Journal recently, indicating some of the hottest real estate markets in the country, what properties are trending up in what communities. And just yesterday I was on the internet and indicated that Burlington, Vermont, out of all the cities in the United States, that we are seeing some of the hottest tick up in prices. In fact, they were quoting around 18% uptick in real estate prices here in Burlington. I, as a real estate entrepreneur, realized that that's not quite accurate. In fact, I could dispel that completely. The reality is that what they're showing for statistics, they're showing again an 18% increase in prices. Actually, they were quoting the month of September because that's the most recent stats. Well, the truth is that all the first-time home buyers left the market earlier this year, shortly after the $8,000 tax credit was gone. So those buyers, the first-time home buyers, were taken out of the marketplace, if you will. So the lower-end prices properties were not selling nearly at the same volume, at the same pace as they were prior to the tax credit expiring. So naturally, it makes sense that what is selling is going to be things that involve people moving up in properties, meaning their second home or perhaps their third home. So therefore, the prices have actually stayed incredibly stable here in Chittenden County, despite what you see on the internet or in the Wall Street Journal. In reality is the dollar per square foot, which is really the number to look at, has remained flat most of this year. So look behind the headlines and see exactly what you should be looking for, which is often buried information. Thanks for listening. We'll give you an update next week.